Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back doing another M19 Intermediate Swiss Draft League, and we got Leonin War Leader, which is a super strong rare, so we're going to first pick that over the Bloodlord, and the Nightmare's Thirst, and the Take Vengeance, and the Pioneer. Alright, follow-up pick. Very good cards in here. I think we're going to stick to our white. So probably Angel of the Dawn or Luminous Bond or Star-Crowned Stag, all of which are good. All of which really are good. Maybe the Luminous Bond, since it's hard removal that deals with anything. It's 3 mana. Angel of the Dawn is pretty excellent too. I love the card. But I think we'll go Luminous Bond. We'll go hard removal here. We'll take something that deals with everything. Okay, pick now. Strongest card. Probably the Pioneer. There's a Mighty Leap. Actually, it's probably the Lich's Caress. And that makes sense because War Leader's going to have the life gain synergies too. So will Lich's Caress, which I am going to take over the Neonate. Alright, sounds good. So now we can take the Neonate, which is a good pickup since it's just a really strong card in general. And we'll take that and pass Swiftclaw, Archer, Inspired Charge. Okay. Sounds good. Here, not too much we're interested in. Best card is presumably probably Spark-Tongued Dragon or Omen Speaker. There is a Meandering River for Blue Splash. It seems unlikely. The black cards are very uninteresting. There's a Walking Corpse. I would hope that we don't have to play that. Very underwhelmed. Maybe Basilisk is up there too, is the best. Omen Speaker or Basilisk. Or Dragon. Yeah, any of those three. They're all fine. I guess we'll take the Omen Speaker in case blue is open, I guess. So I mean we could go another blue pick here. Otherwise, we can take the Apparatus. I think black-white usually gets more than enough removal. Pretty uninterested again. I guess we could take the Wind Mage. Blue-white skies is definitely a thing. Okay, so we can take the Dwindle now, or we can take the Invoke the Divine. Invoke still leaves that possibility that we can make a black-white thing work, but Dwindle is some removal, so maybe it makes sense. Invoke is pretty good. It's definitely more of a sideboard card. I think we'll go Dwindle. A lot of red in here. I think we're just going to go Swiftclaw. It's a playable 2-drop. None of the red cards are nuts in there, I suppose. Okay, we'll take the Take Vengeance now over the Invoke. Tranquil Expanse for a splash, otherwise some black cards that we don't need. I guess we'll take the Scholar. 2/3s are still pretty good. I think we'll just cut the white card. I don't really need any of this. Inspired Charge is legitimately good, so that's a fine pickup. Alright, I mean, there's some wheeling black cards, but they're not good. I think we'll just cut white. It just did not strike me that black was open that pack at all. Now, it doesn't mean it can't be open pack 2, but we'll see. I mean, if there's some bomb rare that we think we should play, we can consider it, but it's probably in our best interest to just do blue-white. That seemed like it was open. Is Thorn Lieutenant worth anything? It's a decent card. 89 cents. Now we probably just take the Scholar and be happy with that. And then at this point we can just eliminate the black plan and go on the blue-white plan, which is fine. We can take the Swift Claw, or we can take the Salvager. Salvager, we have a few things to bring back, not much. It probably makes more sense to play the Swift Claw. It goes better if we get some Pegasus Coursers. So Lightning Strike in here too. I really don't want to transition out of this color scheme now, though. I think it makes sense to stick with this plan. But we can dump the Gearsmith Prodigy. We probably don't need that. Well, there's a Valiant Knight. Another Take Vengeance. I think Valiant Knight's good. We don't have any other Knights, though. It's not a big deal. It's good on its own, too. Just can give it double strike. There's certainly some Lords, or rather Knights in this format. Otherwise, another Take Vengeance is good, too. It's removal. I think we'll take the Knight, though, because it's rare, and I think it's pretty good. So we can take the Essence Scatter. We can take the Mirror Image. Mirror Image is pretty sweet with War Leader. I guess it's kind of cool with Knight, too, since they work well in conjunction with each other. We don't have a ton of other good things, though. I guess Omen Speaker's fine to do it with. Just a random flyer. We'll take Mirror Image. There's pretty high upside if you can get some nice bomb creatures to go alongside it. Here we probably just take the Pioneers. The Meteor Golem, which is cool, but Pioneer is quite good. I like it more than the Drillmaster. Drillmaster is a Knight, though. We still take the Pioneer. I think Pioneer's better. Runic Armisar. Yeah, this card's cool. Courser is exactly what we're looking for because it flies and it lets our Swift Claws fly right over top. So I like that. Going to take the second Pioneer over the third Swift Claw and the Artificer. Here we can take the Disperse. It's a good card to have if you're in a tempo situation. There's definitely other spots where it's valuable too. Take the Line Breaker. It's playable in a pinch, but I doubt we'll need it. Right now, I'm having serious doubts we're going to need either of those two cards, but everything else looks pretty good. Woodland Stream, I guess, in case there's some random green card we want to splash. Seems unlikely. I guess I'd prefer to not have to play the Scholar as well, because we could be a pretty reasonable blue-white beatdown. We're going to let all that flow. We're just going to let them have those cards so that we get better blue-white opportunities here. Mighty Leap is actually very good in this deck. They can have that. Last pick, Foil Island. Well, if I can remember, I'll try and fit that into the deck. Demanding Dragon. Take Vengeance number 2. I almost prefer Mighty Leap over it, especially if we're beat down. Just because this card wins games. You fly over top and you win. Especially with like a Swift Claw or a War Leader. So I think I'm going to take the Leap over the Vengeance. I don't even, considering how aggressive we're kind of looking, I don't even think Vengeance is what our deck wants. Nor is like Meteor Golem. Nor is Dwindle, really. We just want cards that proactively are pushing us to deal damage. Drillmaster, another chance, but I think we just still go Courser. Granted, a lot of our guys fly already, but there's enough bomby dudes that don't where I think we definitely want the Courser. Be nice to wheel the Drillmaster, but I'm not holding my breath on that. Luminous Bond number 2 is definitely looking good. We're going to take it. So Marauder's Axe, but no, Swiftclaw number 3 I think is actually right. We're at 14 creatures, but like I said, I don't really want to play these. I'll play them if I have to. We're going to take the Swiftclaw. I think, yeah, over the Omen Speaker. I love Omen Speaker too, but at this point, I think we're in a good position to play Beatdown, and let's go for it. There's a Daybreak Chaplain here. I'm going to take the Invoke for sideboard. Can take the apparatus. It can go to the face. Probably don't need it totally lost. Although tempo is not bad. Priest is fine. Kind of hoping to do something better. Like I said, we can play like this in a pinch. I may even just dump the Take Vengeance because we're going to be attacking in. And I just don't think that we need it. Animator. I've got an apparatus. I have 2 pioneers. That's really not enough, but there's nothing else here anyway, so we'll take it. Forsaken Sanctuary. We don't need a Knight of the Tusk, I guess. I mean, I suppose I can play Take Vengeance over a... Well, Gearsmith Guardian is actually just good. So, yeah, we'll take that. We certainly have enough blue. Okay. Guess we'll take like a Cobwaltz. I may be able to play Take Vengeance over Dwindle. Field Creeper might have to make the deck because of Skill Animator. I'm not 100% yet on that. I'll figure that out. I basically just have to make 2 cuts though, which is not terrible. I think Dwindle's getting axed. And probably the Line Breaker actually. Okay. If I do that, this deck is probably fine. Yeah, I think this deck is actually fine. We cut the Dwindle. We cut the Line Breaker. We don't have any other knights. So I'm starting to debate the Valiant Knight a little bit now, but I guess we don't really have a much better creature. The Line Breaker because it's cheaper. But no, with Valiant Knight and Courser you can deal a lot more damage potentially with extra mana. This deck's fine. I think it can get there. Apparatus, Field Creeper, Animators at this point hopefully got enough targets. 4 targets is probably enough. Not consistently, but enough where it's going to happen. I think this deck's good. We're blue-white beatdown. We should be able to get in there. We've got some pretty strong cards, I think, so this looks fine to me. We'll probably just do 9-8 because we really want to be able to hit that Pioneer on turn 3. We do have 2 double white, but we need blue and white early, so we'll do 9-8. Can I get away with how much less do I have? I don't have that much less blue. It's just the fact that I have double white. I think 9-8 is still fine. All right. So yeah, blue-white beats. Good curve, strong removal. Looks good to me. We'll play it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right. Playing first. And we got to keep 1 land and we can at least go Pioneer into Animator, which is very strong. Opponent bottoms 2 cards. We'll go Pioneer. Okay. So now we just go Animator and get the beats going. So I did learn my lesson last time. You cannot copy a 5/5 token. It'll just come in as a 1/1 token. All right. So we can mirror image the animator though, and then animate another artifact if we get one. So that's actually kind of cool. That's something we can work towards. For now, we'll just attack, and then we'll play Courser plus Swiftclaw. It's a good draw. Let's get in there. So we can mirror image a Pioneer, or we can do it to the Courser. I think we'll just hold up on that. It doesn't make the best use of our mana, but I'm not really satisfied with anything that we're copying right now. All right, so the Sphinx is actually a problem, especially with the Luminous Bond. Well, Apparatus is good, so now we can, I guess we go like this. We go Bond here. They're gonna be able to draw 2 cards, I guess, but we're getting them down there. Oh wait, no, it doesn't even. That's kind of cool actually. They only draw 1 card. Okay, that's way more reasonable anyway. So next turn we can copy the skilled animator, and then that should be pretty good for us. They forgot to block too with their Omen Speaker, which is good. No plays. And 4, 5, 6, 7 open mana. Huh. Maybe we just go for the. We probably go. I think we go mirror image. That's fine, I guess. So then we just swing team. And then we'll Mighty Leap our Pioneer here. Alright, so we'll just Mighty Leap whatever creature gets through. So, mirror match here. Our luminous bonds are not so good against the 7 drop, but we're aggro, so you would hope that wouldn't make that much of a difference. Take Vengeance is a little more permanent, but once again, I don't. They literally did not attack us once that whole game, so I don't think it's a good card for what we're trying to do. We don't really have anti-sky stuff. We just basically we probably have pretty similar tricks to what they have, so we're just gonna have to be okay with that. Mighty Leap gets a little bit worse if they can just leave 2 mana up for a disperse, but that's okay. I say we go for it anyway. So opponent mulls. We're going to start with the Swiftclaw probably. I guess if they start with an Omen Speaker, yeah. I was going to say if they do, maybe we do, but we start with a Swiftclaw. Alright. So bottom any lands, top basically anything. Well, okay, I lied. I don't want a Luminous Bond, I want a creature. Alright, well, keep the digging coming. There we go. Top both of those, I guess. And I guess could disperse our mirror image if we really wanted. I don't know if I want to. Oh, I didn't do it in the right order? That's unfortunate. I totally thought I topped that in the correct order. So I screwed that up. I mean, I could Mighty Leap to kill their blocker. I don't really like that at all. It's very unsatisfactory. So not playing Pioneer there is pretty bad. Yeah, I suppose now I probably leap to take care of their creature. Alright. Not in love with it. Oh, it's almost like they read my mind. So, I mean, I can disperse my own mirror image to replay it to get another Pioneer. Doesn't seem that worth it. I mean, yeah, we're going to take it. Pretty surprised they attacked there. Okay. Alright, even Wind Mage. Alright, let's play the Gearsmith Guardian, see if they have the cancel. Looks like they didn't. So we'll just chill. We can, maybe they just have to disperse. So, yeah. I guess we do have an inspired charge somewhere in here too. That's a plan. I don't really want to do Mighty Leap if they have multiple disperses, but maybe they don't have multiple disperses. I think we'll take it. They didn't re-equip, so that's interesting. So we can do this. Play into the cancel, I suppose. Wondering if I'm maybe supposed to disperse my own mirror image to copy my Gearsmith Guardian so that I have 2 copies of them out there. Is that something I'm wanting? Is that something I should be doing? Or I can disperse my own Gearsmith Guardian. Yeah, I guess that works. Hmm. So maybe we just Luminous Bond the Wind Mage. Disperse their Luminous Bond. That was a weird match. All right, we'll see you round 2. Round 2, we have the choice playing first, keeping. Opponent mulls to 6. So, plan is to continue beating down. Aggro typically has a harder time against the life gain decks, but I think we'll be alright. That was a good draw. So I'm probably willing to trade a Mighty Leap for a Courser rather than my Swift Claw, because I think the potential damage output is higher. Courser's pretty good. We'll offer a trade here and play the Courser. I mean, I could do the really long-term strategy of just... That's actually weird to me, but okay. Because I suppose now we can copy our Pegasus Courser, which would allow us to... I don't know. I guess if they have Vampire Sovereign, we're in pretty big trouble. Not exactly sure what we can do about that. I guess draw another Trick or a Luminous Bond. Manolith is not nearly as scary. Okay, let's get in there. Yeah. We'll allow it. I could disperse in response, but I think that is completely unnecessary. So let's play the Courser here. I suppose we could mirror image a Swift Claw now. I mean, the attack makes sense. You're not really going to be able to block. So I think we'll just disperse our guy now. And just replay it. Well, no artifacts to be found is good news for us. All right. So now I think we just mirror image our Swiftclaw, so that way if they have an answer for Swiftclaw 1, they need it for another, or else they can't do it. So black-white, I presumed life gain, but it's looking more like black-white artifacts now, which is a little more unusual. In terms of sideboard, take Vengeance, I guess, if we're really playing against some beatdown that I can't handle, which we're kind of a deck that wants to race most of the time, I suspect. So I would be more in line with doing like a Dwarven Priest or something if I really needed to gain life. I say we run it back. I don't quite know how aggressive they are yet. They seem fairly aggressive, I guess. Child of Night and stuff. We'll see. Oh, it's a keep. Hmm. Jeez. That's crazy. That is crazy. So we'll just bond that. And I'm actually going to leave up Disperse. I think if they kill my Valiant Knight or attempt to, considering I don't have any other threats left, it probably makes sense to keep it around. They attempt to murder it or whatever. Lich's Caress. That could cause an issue. Probably disperse that. Jeez. Well, I suppose if I draw a land, I can Mighty Leap plus Double Strike, which is pretty good. I can also just attack and... I mean, I can do this. It doesn't kill them, though. And then do I just hope they don't have removal? I guess so. I can also just attack, because they have me on a 2-turn clock. If Apparatus killed them, this wouldn't even be a question. I think we attack. Well, I guess we can do it now. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. So I can attack. They have to block. Probably with Epicure. And then I Mighty Leap and play War Leader and hope they don't have removal? I guess so. This is actually okay too, because I can still play War Leader. If they have removal, we're dead anyway, so I'm not sure that it matters. Okay, so now we just have to kill their thing and they're dead. Actually, we don't even have to do that, do we? Because they just get two dudes that are tapped and attacking. Yeah, that's insane. So we just attack. We just attack and we kill them with apparatus. All right, cool. See you in the finals. Round three, I think we'll keep this. This hand has high potential upside if we can rip one of those cheap artifacts we have. Granted, there's no white mana, but we're going to go for it. If we draw like an apparatus or a field creeper here, it's pretty strong. Alright, so now we'll play Omen Speaker. Not sure if we need the Mighty Leap, but we'll definitely take the planes. So play land and Luminous Bond, one of the brutes. And pass. That guy's a problem. Alright. War leader that we can't play. So I guess we'll go Swift Claw, Animator, pass. I guess we block here and take 9. Alright, so we'll go to game 2. We'll bring in the Dwarven Priest. Invoke does do something. It deals with their Knight's Pledge. It's not bad. It's not great either. Could do the Dwindle and take Vengeance. So we've got some options here that are good. So things that we want to cut. Probably, I guess, Mirror Image. It's kind of more of an icing on the cake style of card. Valiant Knight's probably too slow for us too. Definitely using the Take Vengeance. I like the Dwindle slightly more than the Invoke the Divine. This deals with important stuff. Doesn't deal with the Siegebreaker Giant the way I want it to, but it'll have to do. And then we probably cut. It's probably like a Disperse. I'd probably rather have a Dwindle than a Disperse. A little more permanent answer for something. Okay. We'll play first. Not a great hand, to be honest, but we're going to keep it. All right. We'll bond that. All right, we'll go Courser plus Creeper. So I can go on the offensive with my Courser and my Creeper, but I can also double block. Well, I guess I can't double block anymore. All right, take a bunch of damage. Go Scholar. Definitely don't need the land. What does Swiftclaw do? I mean, it gives us a creature. Is that... We may need to... Well, does it do enough here? I guess so. I actually don't know the answer to that question. All right. Okay. I think we're hoping that we're just going to be able to get a double block and then Mighty Leap so that we kill the Brute without losing our Scholar. Well, looks like that option is unfortunately off the table now. Yeah, 6 is just truly, unfortunately, the magic number. Because Mighty Leap, even if I double block here, is just not enough. I'd lose both my guys. Would I rather 3 for 2 and keep my Scholar? I'd probably rather keep my Scholar, I think. So I guess we'll block like this. This way, I at least keep stuff at bay. The Scholar seems more important anyway, so that's probably fine. So basically hoping our opponent draws blank and then we draw action. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed the draft. It was a lot of fun. I thought our deck was pretty good. Pretty good little blue-white aggro. Different than the normal blue-white we do since it wasn't super reliant on artifacts. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for the next one. We'll see you then.